Yo, what is going on, guys? It is your boy Kimbo here, and it is time for an epic video. So it is time for an epic Bakugan deck profile. I know it's been a little bit since I made one, but especially it being this week. Talking about the Bakugan Pro TCG big time. Hashtag we want cards. Put that hashtag everywhere. At Spin Master, at Bakugan. Let them know how badly we want the cards, man. So we can do awesome stuff like this, making actual profiles. So we have another profile here, man. I know it's been a bit, like I said, just been cranking with a bunch of stuff I had to do over the summer. You're putting stuff out on the regular every single day, you already know. And it takes just time to go in and really build a deck profile, you know what I mean? But yeah, so this is number 109. Yeah, 109 deck profiles. So that means 108 more to go back and look at if you're interested in seeing any of the other deck profiles I've done. Now this one's a special theme for it, but also it's using more simple cards with it because not everybody has like crazy hitting cards like, you know, like Air Zero or things like that, you know. So going for like a casual deck with this, but still being really effective, you know. And that's just the beauty of the game. Like, you know, you have the right cards with it. You can set up things in a major awesome way. So got the cores right there. And got to get into the cards. So the Bakugan that I made this deck with, Spartillion, man. So I love the design for Spartillion in Season 3. I'm like, I gotta make a Spartillion deck at some point. But they're all just so unique, and it's tough to even, like, have them work together, you know. But yeah, so 407, double Helix, has a built-in reroll, lands on a Helix plus 300. So that means 700. You add that, 600. So it's getting up to, like, 1,300 right away. You know, so it's having some big-time power with it. 1,300 and 4 and get up to. So breaking 1,000, still having some damage with it, and Spartillion in general looking so badass, man. And then we've got Chaos Spartillion, so double fist with it, 303, built-in reroll as well, which is really nice. But the kicker is if it lands on a fist, it gets plus 700. So you're talking about it getting up to like 1150 and 5. So breaking 1,000, still having some pretty decent damage with it, man. Yeah, definitely can't sleep on it, and it looks so sick in Chaos. And then lastly, we've got Darkest Spartillion. So this one actually comes with a Helix and a Fist, so it's like a hybrid of a Helix Fist deck with Spartillion, and this is kind of like the balance with it. But 505, but the kicker is, if it lands on a Helix, it gets plus 500, you guys. Yeah, big time boost. So this Spartillion can reach 1,600. 1,602. So it ain't playing no games. Getting up there B power wise, having still some damage with it. But yeah, and also that fist helping out with the Chaos Spartillion as well. So having 3 Helixes, 3 fists, very well balanced, you know, with it. And just overall really sick. But with this, we also have a Nanogon that I included with it. So we got Clutch. Darkest Clutch included with this. That's one thing I love about the Nanogon, just having the one card with it. You can incorporate them big time. I know I don't show off much of the Geogon that much, that being just the sake of the cards. Spin Master, we really want cards. Hashtag we want cards. That way we can use like a Geogon and such, because I have so many Geogon riding on the side because I only have one card for them, and I'm not going to incorporate them in a deck profile if I only have one card for them. I want to have at least 2. Some people like full play sets at 3, but I want at least 2 cards to use for them, you know. But yeah. So anyways, we got Clutch here. It's got a built-in reroll itself as well when you play it. And if you have 2 fists and a Helix on your Bakugan, you know, then you get plus 1,500. Basically, Nanogon are essentially like ability cards. Like, they're extra, like, kind of ability cards, you know. Like how the ones you see in a regular deck profile. So you can use one. If there's 2 of them, you know, then you can only use one of the 2. In this case, I think you get the reroll with it. I don't think you have to choose between them. So you get the reroll no matter what. But you have the fist, like 2 fists and a Helix attached to all of your Bakugan, you get plus 1,500, and it goes off of what Bakugan you have it on. So say you have Spartillion out there, 1,600, and then you have like the, you know, the 2 fists and the Helix right there, you get that plus 1,500, 3,100 it's getting up to, man. So yeah, Nanogon help out big time. Just that big time extra boost out of nowhere, like an RKO, you know, except being like an ability card. But yeah, so with this, I incorporate the Nanogon. You don't have to incorporate the Nanogon figures with them, but I do like the Nanogon, so I incorporate them with it. But we got Nano Clutch here. And then we've got all the Spartillions. So we got Aurelus Spartillion right here, looking like an absolute beast. And then we've got Chaos Spartillion, loving the look of just like the gray and the turquoise paint on the outside. And then Darkest Spartillion looking so beast, like the purple and the green, man. So cool. But yeah, so now we got to get into the cores that I decided to use for it. So plus 600 minus 3, you already know, had to. Plus 150 plus 2, getting that strong regular fist in there. Plus 3 damage, and then 1 cost less for Bakugan, so there'll be a little bit of Bakugan incorporated with this, you know, as well. Plus 150 plus 1 for that fist. Plus 600 minus 3 for that Helix. And then plus 500 minus 1 for this Helix. So overall, like, really hard-hitting cores with this and such. One core that helps out with, you know, the Bakugan. And yeah, like overall, I think it's a pretty sick setup using Spartillion. So now we got to get into the actual cards. So I know it's like what deck profile that I actually set up, like the style for it. So with this, starting off with the flips, you know, like I said, using casual cards with this too, because it's showing like even if you don't have that many cards, you know, work with what you got, and it could still work out big time. You don't need like, this is why I made deck profiles that don't feature like crazy card pools, like, you know, obviously Notoriously Pyrus, Notoriously Ventus, also Aqua's having some pretty crazy card pools as well. But yeah, you know, some of the ones that are a little bit more tricky to use one together, but still can be usable. It's just about like the cards you use. But Dazzle stops a Bakugan holding a Helix. Got Nightmare in here. Aurelus, Aquas, and Darkus all stopped. Sea Serenity, Chaos, and Ventus stopped. Confuse, Flame Fist, Magic Shield stopped. And then Halt Unknown, Darkus, and Aqua stopped there. So it covers all the different realms for sure. You know, because you gotta have, you know, your flip cards. If you have no flip cards in your deck and somebody gets a major hit on you, it's bad. But the flip cards can literally stop. They can stop an attack that's like, say, 40 damage and make it like 1 or 2 if you're lucky, you know. And they have the energy for it. But yeah, Holy Flame, 1 cost, plus 300, holding a fist, and then it's plus 600 instead, so it helps out like regular fist decks for sure. So I've actually put a couple of those in here. Mega Punch, attach a fist from the field to an open Bakugan, so setting up like some domination trifecta type stuff with this as well. Yeah, man. Then we got Energy Vortex. When you play this, attach a fist from the field to an open Bakugan. 3 cost, 300 and 0 damage. So if you land on this, it lowers it by 1, so it'll be 2 costs for it actually. So yeah, we got a couple Energy Vortexes in there. Darkest Slicer, plus 200, holding a fist, plus 3. We got Everett and Maxodon in here. So when you play this, give a Bakugan plus 400. If you team, after you team attack, you can return this to your hand. So yeah, I really want to use like Everett and Maxodon. I mean, it fits really well with this. Chaos Blessing, plus 4 and reroll. You know, some rerolls in here with this, but just, you never know. Just in case. Not bad having some rerolls. Spirit Guide, 3 costs, plus 400 and reroll. Got Chaos Slashers, 4 costs, plus 1 Frost Strike. When you play it, and plus 400 and 0. You know, Scarf Strike, 2 costs for plus 500, which is really nice. Got another one of those right there. Got Bone Defense, 3 costs for plus 700. You know, low cost, getting some big time B power in there. Hail Crescents, plus 300, 1 cost. Darkest Bark, plus 500, 2 cost. Shade Blade, plus 2 damage, so getting some more damage in there. Throw Anything, plus 400, and Shadow Strike, so it gives you the Shadow Strike, protects you against like Ventus, reduction, because that's what the Shadow Strike does. You can't have the stats reduced on any Bakugan that has the Shadow Strike with this. So Ventus, like trying to lower your B power damage, won't work. It'll be like because having that Shadow Strike. Wither, 1 cost, minus 3 damage. So you know, in case you get hit big time, you can reduce some of that damage that happens to you. Darkest Petrify, 2 cost, minus 5. Got the Fusion Blast up in here, 1 cost, but each opposing player chooses one of their heroes and destroys it. So it's a hero killer, man. You get a hero out of there for 1 cost. So you can even have like somebody have a Dan or something like that. It's like, no, get that crap out of here. But Darkest Bark, another one, 2 cost plus 500. Then we got Anchor Strike, 0 cost minus 2. Cycling Light, plus 200, then put it to the bottom of your deck, 1 cost right there. Super Shot, plus 300, 1 cost. Got another Super Shot right there. Got Energy Draw, plus 500, 2 costs. Mind Slip, choose a player to discard a card and then reroll. So getting that discard in there with that Darkest. Razor Tusk, you can only play it before rolling. And then this turn, you know, your Bakugan gets Victor, choose a player to discard 2 cards. So if you play this and then you actually end up winning it, a player discards 2 cards from that. So getting rid of the opponent's ammo before they can even use it, man. That's one cool thing about Darkest, that, you know, that discard and such. Wipe Mind. 2 costs, minus 3, Aurelus Power. You can choose a player to discard a card. So just trolling by getting some of that discard in there, man. Baku Spring, 1 cost, Shadow Strike, and draw a card. So you get a card in there. Your Bakugan also has Shadow Strike, so they can't reduce it. If you're trying to use Ventus. You know, Prism Blast, 2 cost, plus 300. Trifecta for plus 700, you know. But, yeah, then we got another Prism Blast up in here. and another one. I actually put 3 in there. So a little bit of trifecta and like domination type stuff with it. But yeah, man. Overall, a really, really sick setup. You know, just I know maybe you can play with a little bit of domination and such a bit more with it, but still having the trifecta, big time hard hitting cards in there and such. You know, to play off at late game, but still having so many cards that are like low cost, adding that big time B power. It's covered with B power. You got some damage added in there. All of them having some pretty good damage from the jump too. Yeah, definitely see it being a very, very usable deck profile. Like I said, it's about showing off. You know, just in general, showing off. You know, the cards with the TCG and how you can work with them. And with this, I really wanted to use cards like, hey, you know, like Arliss not having the craziest card pool. Chaos having a decent one when it comes to, you know, regular Fist, and then Darkest with a discard. You know, it's about going with what you've got when it comes to like deck building and stuff, especially at this stage. Spin Master, this is why we want to see like official stuff. Like we want to see like the cards go out big time, be able to get our hands on the cards in a major way. But yeah, overall definitely usable. Like you see like, you know, standard cards like Darkest Bark, but you know they're being low cost and such, covering that B power, cards covering that damage, cards covering you know, when you get attacked and such, lowering that damage, upping your own damage, also having the flip cards and such that, you know, back you up when you're getting hit, and also having clutch in there as well, getting a major boost in there. So yeah, overall I definitely think it's a big time usable deck, and it's about just working with what you got, because a lot of people out there don't really have that many cards, because it's how the TCG's been. Like some people have the cards, but some people not having too many, so not having crazy cards like Air Zero or, you know, like Super Fuel, any cards like that, because those cards being really, really expensive and such too, and just especially with like the TCG being on a hiatus and not seeing many cards, it being difficult, man, to get the cards. So just working with what you got, even if you got like a few packs and you got cards that you could do, you know, battles with on this level, or like deck build on this level, something you can work with, and it's overall a really decent deck, man. You get the right build up with it and such. Like Spartillion don't play around. You know, it puts in that work in a major way. But yeah, guys, anyways, that is going to do it for this epic Bakugan deck profile number 109. I'll probably call it like Spartillion Helix Fist. I'm guessing. That's probably what I'll call it. But yeah, like Spartillion Nano Helix Fist or something. I'll think of a name for it. But anyways, hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, be sure to slice that like button down below. Let me know how I did. If you're new to my channel, definitely be sure to subscribe for some epic content, because I upload daily. And if you haven't already, be sure to ring that bell by my channel name to be notified whenever I upload a video. And like I said, this is the start of the whole week. I'm the one just kicking it off. You know, letting you guys know about the whole movement we're having. We're trying to get Spin Master to see how much we love the TCG and the cards and such. Because for real, if you get the cards out there in a major way, I'm telling you, Spin Master, they will sell like hotcakes. I will crack eggs over my head if like you actually put the cards out there in a major way and they don't sell for jack dippity squat. For real. Like, I say that as my word. You get the cards out there big time, you already know. Like, I'm that confident that it'll be that successful. The TCG will be that successful if you focus on it and get the cards out there. Because the figures and everything have been so amazing thus far. Even going into Season 5, like, they're fantastic. They're so good. Just get the cards out there. Even if you stopped, like, with the TCG waves going into Evolutions. Because clearly Evolution's not coming with any other cards besides, like, some Diamond Evos for the cards that come with, like, you know, the Diamonds. But that being about it. You know, even make it just where we can get those cards, you know, like the Diamond Evos and then all the previous cards and such. And it'll be good to go. Because it seems like it's balancing out big time just with Evolutions and Legends, you know. Like the Bakugan being so strong they can hang for themselves without needing any Evolutions or anything. Yeah. But for real, like just focus on the cards. Like focus on the cards big time. Everything else is so perfect and so amazing. I'm excited to see how Legends goes with everything you're going to put out. But especially focus on those cards as well. And also, all the other BakuTubers that are going to be a part of this, their channels are linked in the description. Keep an eye out on other channels, sub to their channels and such. You know, they're going to be posting about it on social media. Go on social media, at Spinmaster, at Bakugan, put hashtag wewantcards. We're trying to start a big-time movement with this, man. They got me going first because naturally, like, being the biggest one, it makes sense. And also just trying to have it where they all get their recognition and such, too. Like, go and show them some love and support. I want you guys to get their numbers up there when it comes to their subs too, because they all put out amazing content. They all love the game so much, and they deserve their roses and they deserve their love. And we definitely just want to see the card Spin Master. I say this fully out of love and support. You guys know how I do it with it. Only good vibes, positivity, and uplifting with it. Like, yes, be constructive with it. Don't go and bash or roast or anything like that. Full constructive with this, like full good vibes, positivity, and everything with the comments that you put out on social media. And that's one thing I ask for. But anyways, hope you guys enjoyed this deck profile. If you did, be sure to slice that like button down below. Let me know how I did. If you're new to my channel, definitely be sure to subscribe for some epic content because I upload daily. And if you haven't already, be sure to ring that bell by my channel name to be notified whenever I upload a video. Also, if you've been around for the deck profiles, you know every 10, I do a special themed one with it. This is a special themed one, but you know, I just decided to go with it because it's been a little while. And also, since 111's hitting as well, like 110 and 111 are both going to be really, really special themed ones. So just know that. But anyways, till next time, guys, it is your boy Kimbo signing off. See you guys later. Thanks so much for watching. Until then, stay awesome and Bakugan Brawl. I'm up out of here.